Hello there, guys. Today I wanted to talk to you about something I've been noticing on Marketplace. I'm just using this truck as an example because it's my neighbor's. It's sitting out here for sale. I no interest in this truck. It's just for aesthetics. What I do want to talk about is all these vehicles that I see Marketplace, Craigslist, a lot of the Facebook for sale groups. Because I've been looking for a project. Been looking for an older GMC or Chevy truck with 3 on the tree, straight 6. You know, thinking probably 67, 72. But, you know, got to add to the collection, right? So anyway, what I wanted to talk to you about was all these vehicles that I'm seeing that are being advertised without a title. And I think it's something we need to talk about, we need to get into, because there's a lot of risk to that. And some people, you know, are totally okay with buying and selling vehicles without titles. Me personally, I really don't want anything to do with anything that doesn't have a title. So we're going to go look at some of those and we're going to discuss this a little bit more. All right, let's have a conversation about all these vehicles for sale with no titles and the do's and don'ts behind it. Mostly are don'ts. Each state is a little bit different with their laws as far as getting a title if you buy something without one. Like for instance, this truck right here is out of Georgia, and it's a 1974, but bill of sale only. And it's a really decent truck. Looks like everything's been painted. It's got a fuel cell, decent looking cab, extra parts, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, good truck, right? But as you see, bill of sale only. Well, in Georgia, that's not such a big deal. Especially if you're going to keep it in Georgia. Georgia law says anything 86 or older doesn't require a title, just bill of sale. But not every state is like that. Personally, I'm in Wisconsin, and if you buy something without a title here, you have to get a surety bond for it and get a bonded title from the DMV. Now, with that bonded title, it's basically, it's got a mark on it like a salvage title or a lien on a title. It's basically the same kind of deal. And what they do is the DMV will hold that bond on that title for 5 years, and you have to pay for that. And from what I understand in Wisconsin, it's around $100. Now, this isn't so bad, maybe if you're going to be looking for an old hot rod or an old pickup like I am. Okay, so in Wisconsin, let's say I buy a vehicle here or across the river in Minnesota or just up north in Upper Peninsula, Michigan, and it doesn't have a title. Okay, well, several things could be the reason it doesn't have a title. There could be a lien on it from the bank. You know, for me, it's going to be a little bit different because I'm looking at an older vehicle, but you never know what the issue could be. Sometimes somebody will take something in a divorce and sell it while the other person still has the legal title for it and therefore legal ownership. And you bring it home and you fix it up and do your thing, and here somebody comes to take it back from you. It can happen. It has happened. It will happen again. You can take steps to cover yourself. There's several things you can do. Get the VIN number of the vehicle that you're looking at. Look up the VIN number. There's several different sites you can go to. It'll give you a vehicle history, ownership, blah, blah, blah. You can obviously do a bill of sale, but a smart thing to do would be bring a witness and even have that bill of sale notarized. And personally, myself, I would videotape the entire thing. And in that bill of sale, the seller needs to put a specific reason why that title, why they do not have that title, what the issue is, and make sure they are specific, because you never know. Now, there's lots of other reasons as well for a title, somebody not having a title. The vehicle could be stolen. You know, let's face it, they could have very well just stole a vehicle. Not having a bill of sale, or not having a title is a huge red flag for anybody. Sometimes it can be a scam where they will sell you a vehicle, and after you're down the road, they file for a replacement title, get it, and then hold it for ransom, basically. Make you pay even more just to get the title. Sometimes they may have the title on hand and just not say anything. You drive away, they call the police, and they get your money and they get to keep your car. So, beware. Be vigilant. Video your interaction with the seller. Now, this one in particular is kind of a sketchy one. 69 Chevelle Super Sport project or parts car, $5,000 they're asking for this. Okay, now it's a 69 Chevelle SS, originally a 396 4-speed. Now it has a small block, but as you see, sold on bill of sale. And you know, it would take everything to fix this car. I don't know what he thinks he's going to get $5,000 for. There's not that much left to it, with the original motor being gone and the shape that it's in. It's definitely not a $5,000 car, and with no title, you're wasting your time. You know, if you do luck out and you are not scammed and everything turns out to be legit, it's still going to take you time to get that title. And depending on your state and your DMV, it could take a lot of time. Now, I'm sure you guys out there probably have a lot more info than what I have. I'd love to hear what you have to say in the comment section. Whatever state you're in, whatever experiences you've had dealing with buying or selling a car, even without a title. Just let's have a conversation about this, because I think it needs to happen. There are a lot of these vehicles, and I mean a lot of them on here, especially, like I say, the Facebook marketplace and the Facebook groups that have no title. And some of them are actually, you know, decent cars or decent projects. And you'll see something and you'll be like, oh my gosh, that price is actually reasonable. And it turns out the price is reasonable because the doesn't have a title. Well, no title, to me, it's not worth any more than scrap price. You know, you could very well have that vehicle taken away. You just never know. And like I say, here in Wisconsin, they have 5 years on that bonded title. So somebody has 5 years to come back and contest that, hey, that's my truck or my car. I have the title. This is what happened, and you know, you're SOL, buddy. There's nothing you can do about it. So I don't know. Like I said, personally, for me, some of these that you look at, they're old, so people think that because it's old, it's worth a crap ton of money. And I got news for you, fellas. Just because it's old doesn't mean it's worth money. Now, this 63 LeSabre right here, fairly decent shape, fairly clean, but it's got some rust, you know. Is $6,000 a bad deal? No, probably not. $2,000 for this bet. This thing looks like the wiring under the dash has been messed with. Is there a title? Now here's a great example of people asking for what something could be instead of what it is. 72 El Camino SS, clearly an automatic car, pretty rusty, pretty rough, not looking so great, and they want almost $5 for this. I don't know, man, seems a bit much, but it could just be me too, maybe, I don't know. But when it comes to buying these things and there's no title, don't let the seller of the vehicle try to tell you that, oh, you can get the title for it, you know, or, oh, it's not my problem. It is absolutely, absolutely the seller's problem. It is the seller's responsibility to have that title. Now, like I said, it's up to you. It's a judgment call on your part, whether you want to take the chance of buying that vehicle without the title and taking the chance of the bank possibly coming to take it back, or previous owner possibly coming to take it back. You know, the people that you're talking to could be the nicest, sweetest people in the world, and an hour after you leave, there's the cops pulling you over because of that vehicle, because those people were running a scam. You just never know. That's why I say, you know, record it, have a witness, do it in a public place. Me personally, I'm not going to take the chance of buying a vehicle without a title. I'm just not going to do it.